friends, thanks for stopping by. Today I thought I would do a little segment on antioxidants. I get asked all the time what are my favorite antioxidants. And if you want to lean towards the research side, there are maybe 5 or 6 that have really had a lot of research done. And 2 of them we all are very well aware of, and that's vitamin A and vitamin C. But there are other antioxidants that help your skin. Antioxidants do for the skin? Well, they help to fight free radicals. And where do free radicals come from? It's the environment. You can get it from the radiation from the sun, toxic chemicals, smoking, or even secondhand smoke, pollution. There are so many things that break down the skin, and they cause oxidation, which then interferes with the skin producing collagen and also repairing itself. We lose collagen with age anyway, so we should always be trying to fight off the free radicals because aging is going to take it away from us anyway. So that is why I like to add them into my skincare. And some of my antioxidants I also take in vitamin form. And I do have a video that I just did on vitamins, which kind of lets you know which antioxidants I take. So I thought today I would just touch base on some of the antioxidants that I use on a daily basis. Some of them I use in the morning and some I use at night. And some I wish I could truly use more often, but I have to listen to my skin, and you should too. All right, so let's get started. Okay, so the first one we are going to start with is vitamin A. Vitamin A has a ton of research done on it. It is a proven anti-ager, and it comes in many forms, which are all derivatives of vitamin A, and that would be retinol, Retin A, and there are many others, but I'm going to focus on the ones that I have here today. Vitamin A has a small molecular structure, so it is able to penetrate the skin. Therefore, it makes it a great anti-ager. So what does vitamin A do? And again, you must remember to listen to your own skin. I have it in many forms because my skin cannot handle it in full force. Okay? I have to take small baby steps when using Retin A. I do better with retinol, and you can find all of these antioxidants that I am talking about today either in medical grade, you can find them in Sephora, you can find them in drugstore, you can find them in department stores. They come in all different forms. I use mostly retinol and some Retin A, but in very, very small doses, as I mentioned. So Retin A helps to stimulate collagen. It's good for cell renewal. It helps with pores. A lot of people think they have really large pores when in fact your pores are simply clogged, and Retin A does help with unclogging the pores. Retinol products, they help with fine lines, wrinkles, the texture of your skin will improve if you can tolerate it. If you can't tolerate it, if you can tolerate full-strength prescription vitamin A, you are going to see the benefits much quicker than if you're using a retinol. But don't give up, because retinol does work. It just takes a longer time. And I know when we're close to 60 and 70, it's like we don't have time for this. But go slow, my friends. It's not worth the irritation if your skin cannot handle it. As mentioned, retinol product, because it is an antioxidant, it does help to fight off all the free radicals from the environmental stressors or aggressors, whatever you choose to call them. But the pollution, the sun, the smoking, all of those things are free radicals and break down our It will also firm your skin. Now, some people I hear say that they almost get face-like effects from using vitamin A over the years. I've never met one friend that has ever had that luck, and you know I wish I could use full strength so that I would get those effects, because these jowls, they'd be dancing on the top of my head instead of almost hitting my breast, okay? So it does help to firm and also brighten the skin. So I thought I would just share with you some of the products that I have used in the past. I have used Refissa, which is part of the Obagi line. And this did work really well for me, although I must say I saw minimal peeling with this. This one is formulated with an emollient, so it is a lot easier to handle, and this is a 0.05. It does come in different strengths. You do have to go to a dermatologist to get this one. There are also prescription strength, which I have tried 2 different ones. And we have Well, one I got in Mexico, and I was a little afraid to use it, I must admit, because it was not through a company that anybody I know that's in the medical field was familiar with, but because it is made in Mexico, their companies are different. But this is the one that my dermatologist has prescribed for me, and I can use it in very small doses, but in the winter, I have to back off. So it's like it's a vicious cycle for me. I have to constantly be starting over. So, but that is the Tretinoin cream, 0.05%. And then when in Mexico, I did pick this one up. Although in Mexico, it was more expensive than my prescription. My prescription, it's only $5. I don't know why, but it is. And this was $36 US funds in Mexico. But you will see a lot of people using this one because a lot of people travel to Mexico and they get it. Now, when using the prescription, it's very, very, very important that you start out very, very slow. You don't use this every night, once a week, and it's a pea size. And never apply it like as soon as you get out of the shower where your skin is still wet, because it will absorb it much quicker and you will have problems. Now, there is a way that I use Retin A, and it is always followed by my other skincare and lots of heavy-duty moisturizers, usually the La Roche-Posay B5 ointment. Okay, so non-prescription that I've been using lately that is very, very potent, I must admit, is the A Passione Retinol Cream by Drunk Elephant. Now, I only started using this, and I will tell you, I don't know if it's focusing for you. Yeah, there you go. I will tell you, this stuff is strong. So with caution, my friends, with caution, and it does work. So now let's talk about the retinol products that I can use every single night. They don't bother or irritate my skin in any way, shape, or form, but they are taking longer to work. And one of them is the Colleen Rothschild Retinol Supreme Night Oil. This is beautiful, especially if you have very dry skin, because of the oil factor in it. It does not dry or dehydrate the skin. However, I've never seen any flaking when using it. So it is a very slow process. The next one that I have used in the past is by The Ordinary, and this is the Retinol 1% in squalene. Now, squalene helps to moisturize my skin, so that's why I chose to use this one, and it is the 1%. Again, I have never seen any results in the regard of flaking with this or peeling, because some people do like to see the peeling. Now, this one has been my favorite, and I also love many things in this line, and it is the Jordan Samuel, and this is the Atoll with retinol treatment oil. This one is very, very nice. Again, very comfortable to use if you are very dry skin or just sensitive to any type of prescription retinol. I hope they're focusing. It doesn't seem to be. There we go. And that is it for retinol products that I use. But again, they are available in all different types of line. You can get retinol with Skin Medica, SkinCeutical. You can get a retinol product with Rock from the drugstore. There are tons. Dr. Dennis Gross has a retinol. Peter Thomas Roth. They all have some sort of vitamin A derivative product. So you may want to get samples or check into them. But if you have struggled, I do think that everyone should be using some sort of retinol product. If you can't use prescription, find another retinol that agrees with your skin and get using it. It is a wonderful anti-ager. Truly it is. Okay? Let's move on. Antioxidant is vitamin C. Vitamin C is also backed by tons of research. It fights free radicals, it boosts collagen, it helps with hyperpigmentation, it helps with fine lines and wrinkles. It also helps to protect your skin when using it with a sunscreen. It helps the sunscreen even work better. It helps with dull, uneven skin. It helps to calm the skin. And again, well researched. Some of the products that I have used and you have heard me mention for a very long time time. In the past, I will mention some that I don't have. I have used Skin Medica's C. It was not my favorite. I used SkinCeutical CE Ferulic for a very, very long time because C is also enhanced when used with E, which is an antioxidant itself. These SkinCeuticals probably for a few years, and then I started trying other products because it's a very expensive vitamin C, and also keep in mind that vitamin C is very unstable. Many of the antioxidants are very unstable. So that's why you'll find most of them in a dark bottle or an enclosed container, and they tell you to keep them out of direct sunlight. And also keep in mind when you're using vitamin A, I should have mentioned this, and vitamin C, your skin can become very sensitive to sunlight. So be careful. As I was saying, vitamin C will also help your sunscreen work better. Okay, and I always use my vitamin C serum, no matter what the package says, in the morning. Now, if there's a nighttime formula that you've purchased that it's all one formulation, then of course you're going to use it during the evening. But for me, it's a general rule that I use my vitamin C in the morning. So again, the SkinCeutical, the Skin Medica, I have tried Timeless. Now the Timeless, many people have a lot of good luck with, but for me, it's not all of the Timeless products, just their CE Ferulic. I don't know why. It does bother my skin. I had a lot of breakouts when trying it, so I've not used Timeless since then. But I have been using for many years, and I've gone through many, many bottles, is the Drunk Elephant C Firma Day Serum. This has 15% L-ascorbic acid, and that's another thing. Vitamin C usually comes in the form of L-ascorbic acid. However, there are some vitamin C's out there. Some people prefer a different form of vitamin C. So whatever floats your boats, my friend, is what you go for. But remember, it does break down. So always get it in a dark container or keep it in the box out of sunlight. And this one also has pumpkin ferment extract in it, and that is the Drunk Elephant. I have loved this product. I have really loved this product for many, many years. However, I am venturing out to other products because with menopause, I think my skin, and just like anything else when you're dieting, you just need to shake things up a little bit. I'm finding that my skin is changing. Things that I never had to deal with before are now a part of my sensitivity in my skin due to menopause. But anyway, I am now using the May Love Glow Maker because I had tried this and then I had a little bit of problem and I thought, oh, it was that, but it isn't. So now I've been using the May Love, the Glow Maker Antioxidant Serum. This here, they actually do compare to the SkinCeutical, and so far I have to be honest with you, I see absolutely no difference in the two. And I know that the people who only believe in medical grade skincare are going to cringe when I say that, but it truly, I loved SkinCeutical CE Ferulic. It's very expensive. It does work well. If you're using it, you can afford it and you love it, you keep on using it. But for those of us who prefer to maybe try other things, the May Love is now, I've been using it for a while. I've had no reactions to it, and I like it just as much, okay? Now, another one that I have been trying, because many of you ask me about this line, and I have seen him on YouTube in a couple of videos, and it is the Truth Treatment System. This is his form of vitamin C. Now, he doesn't use L-ascorbic acid. I don't know if I'll be able to get this name out. He uses a different form of C. It's called Transdermal C Serum, and it doesn't say on this bottle what the form of vitamin C is. So I'm going to look that up and I'll put it in an annotation for you. But many, many people love this product. All right, so this is another option as vitamin C. You can also get Mad Hippie. I've used Mad Hippie's vitamin CE Ferulic. I will say that I bought 2 bottles of it. I liked it, but I was eager to change. So it was okay, but I don't know, I just didn't, it didn't bring out the hippie in me, I guess. I don't know. Another one I just purchased. This is Paula's Choice. I just bought the Peptide Booster by Paula's Choice and had it in a video. I can't use it if I'm wearing makeup. It really does cause a lot of rolling. So keep that in mind if you buy any of the Paula's Choice boosters. This one here is Paula's Choice C15 Super Booster. It has 15% vitamin C with vitamin E and ferulic. I've not yet used this. I do see it a lot on some of the Instagram channels that I follow. So I will give this one a try and update you, but I did want to make you aware because many people love Paula's Choice. So if you're using this one, please, down in the comments, let us know what your experience with it has been. So those are mainly the C's that I have in stock right now. And as I go along, I'll continue to update you on my skincare and always let you know what I'm trying, whether I like it or not. Okay, so let's move on to the next antioxidant. Antioxidant we are going to talk about, you've heard me talk about in the past, is resveratrol. I also take a resveratrol vitamin because I just love it. Now I have used other resveratrol. I only have one in stock right now. I will always have some sort of resveratrol product. It, again, because it's an antioxidant, it does protect against environmental stressors, aggressors, whatever you want to call them, being the sun, pollution, toxic chemicals, and cigarettes. Resveratrol does come from the skin of grapes. It also comes from wine. Now, I don't know anybody that's going to like pack away enough grapes to make a difference, and I also don't know anybody that would drink that much red wine or would be able to stand up after drinking that red wine. But anyway, it's also a chemical in a plant that helps the plant actually protect itself from environmental stressors or its enemies, okay? So it does help to calm the skin. It also helps with rosacea, and that is one of the reasons why I include it in, because I do have a very mild form of rosacea right here. It's not always obvious to see it on me, but every now and then, depending on, you know, whether I'm having some sort of stress in my life, that's when it really acts up for me. Sometimes people will eat something that doesn't agree with them and their rosacea will, you know, just be all over the place. Some people have very, very, very severe cases of rosacea. I have a very mild case, but it does help to calm and soothe, and it will also help with the redness. It also helps to promote longer cell life. So I'm all about cells lasting a little bit longer. It will also help to brighten your skin. So now the only resveratrol product I have on hand right now, I have used in the past. I think it's SkinCeutical has a resveratrol product that I have enjoyed. And there are many, many, many lines that have it in. As I mentioned, I also take a vitamin form of it. But the one that I'm using on a regular basis, and I use it only at night because this formula does have like an oil base to it. And I don't really like it during the day. I don't like it with my morning skincare, I should say. And I don't really care when I get my antioxidants, except for my vitamin C. That I use in the morning, and vitamin A is only used at night. Anyway, the resveratrol formula that I'm using is by The Ordinary. And this one is a resveratrol. It has 3% resveratrol and ferulic acid. I really, really like this one. It is a water-based, it's a water-free, high-potency antioxidant formula. So like I said, it does have an oily feel to it. So that keeps me from using it during the day. But this is the label, and I have to write resveratrol on there because when I'm doing my skincare, I don't have my glasses on. So in order for me to see what I'm actually using, I have to write it on there myself. So that is the only resveratrol that I happen to have in stock right now. As I change or as I find other products, I always share them with you. Okay. Antioxidant is niacinamide, which can be found in many, many products, whether they're high-end or drugstore. You can find niacinamide in a lot of products. It helps with rosacea, it helps with acne, it helps with inflammation. It's an anti-inflammatory. It helps with fine lines and wrinkles, hyperpigmentation, and I use it I have very, very mild hyperpigmentation in certain areas, very small spots, so I'm using it for that. And it also helps with your pores. So I use it only at night. I do not use it during the day. I find that this formula that I'm using actually interferes with makeup application and some of my other skincare products. So I only use this at night, and it is the Ordinary's Niacinamide 10% with 1% zinc. And this is what it looks like. And again, it has an N on it because I need to know it's my niacinamide. It also helps to improve skin's texture and tone. So it's a nice antibiotic. It's a nice antioxidant to add into your skincare routine. So this is the only one that I've ever used. I've not used any other. Like I said, there are many, many, many products that include niacinamide in them. Body lotions, all kinds of things. So just read your labels and you'll be able to find it and then pick what's right for you. I also wanted to mention before we move on to the next antioxidant is that the lotion P50W actually has niacinamide in it also. So if you're using the lotion P50s, check to see if you have the niacinamide in there because this is really a good toner. This is the P50W because I can't use any of the others, but I did want to mention that it also has niacinamide in it. Antioxidant is coenzyme Q10. Now, if you watch my vitamin video, you'll see that I do take a coenzyme Q10 in my daily supplement routine. It's known as ubiquinone, even in skincare. And this is something that we naturally have in our bodies, but with age, it diminishes, as well as hyaluronic acid. Coenzyme Q10 fights free radicals, so that is the environmental aggressors that float around. Again, pollution, smoke, toxic chemicals, radiation from the sun. By now, I have beat that dead horse, so you should know what a free radical is. Coenzyme Q10, say that a couple of times, helps to keep cells healthy. It stimulates collagen. It helps with elasticity. It improves texture. It keeps cells healthy. And the one that I'm using, I only have one product that I'm using that is coenzyme Q10. I'm considering, I'm going to start researching for more, but right now I'm using it in the form of a toner, which is an alcohol-free toner, which is important to me. And this one here is by DHC, and it's the coenzyme Q10 lotion. Now, I use this as my toner. It is beautiful. It's a nice dose of coenzyme Q10. So, and it's not too badly priced, but I go through bottles. I always have backups with this. I've been using it for a couple of years. I was using it in the morning as my toner and the evening, but now I've added something else in, which you'll see in a minute, which is another antioxidant. But anyway, this is what it looks like. It may not show up because it is a shiny bottle. And I usually order 3 bottles at a time of this, but I have really enjoyed using this. So outside of also taking a supplement of coenzyme Q10, I'm using it in my skincare. Okay, so let's move on to what I think is going to be my last antioxidant, because this really is getting too long, this video. Okay, so let's move on. One I want to mention that I don't actually have a specific bottle of is vitamin E. Vitamin E is usually put in with vitamin C. It promotes healing, and it also helps to protect the skin from UV rays. So you'll always see vitamin E in with C most of the time. But again, that is, and you'll see it in a lot of skincare products in its technical name, which starts with a T. I'll put it in an annotation here. But anyway, it is vitamin E, and that is a powerful antioxidant. So now we're going to move on to my last antioxidant. I just wanted to mention, when I was mentioning the coenzyme Q10 by DHC, I thought, wait a minute, I do have a serum someplace. I know I purchased one, and I did, and it's by Timeless. So Timeless also offers a coenzyme Q10 serum. I've not used this one yet, but I'm going to add it into my nighttime routine, and this is what it looks like. Very affordable, my friends. So if you really didn't want to go into the toner, you can go ahead and do the Timeless. And all right, so I also wanted to say, because I passed over this, you can find vitamin C in eye creams, eye products, and I am a firm believer in eye products. And the one I'm using right now is the C-Tangle Multivitamin Eye Cream by Drunk Elephant. And the last antioxidant we are going to talk about is green tea. Green tea is a good antioxidant, and you've been seeing a lot of products with it. You'll also see black tea and white tea. Black tea is a very good antioxidant. I know that I really like, in Florida, I have a bottle of the fresh black tea kombucha. I think it's the black tea kombucha toner, and it's not really a toner. I think it's more of an essence. I'm not absolutely positively sure. Everything will be listed and linked below for you. And down there, I'm absolutely sure. But anyway, I've been using the black tea there. Green tea as an antioxidant is very calming and soothing to the skin. And it also works against the free radicals. So the only thing I will say, and the Colleen Rothschild comes in a clear bottle, and so does the fresh black kombucha. You should be looking for all of your antioxidant serums in opaque containers or pump type containers where light isn't able to hit them, especially if you store your stuff in the bathroom on the counter and you have a window that brings in sunlight. You will break them down, because the minute we open them, they do start to break down. So that's why it's important to find them in the right packaging. All right, my friends, I hope this helped you out a little bit with antioxidants. Let us know in the comments what antioxidants you've been using. Have you seen improvement? What antioxidants did you try that have let you down? Remember, I'm only one person, and in the comments, you may be helping out somebody with totally different skin from me. So I love when we engage with each other. That's it for today's video. Thanks for stopping by. Don't forget, subscribe, hit that bell so you are made aware of all videos that I put up. Go out in the world and be happy, healthy, beautiful, and most of all, my friends, lovable, and get your antioxidants going to help you protect you from all the ugliness out there in the world. All right, my friends, I love you. Bisous.